Hey guys, welcome to Live at Larry's number 63. Today is Memorial Day Monday of the Memorial Day weekend, and we commemorate and give thanks to our fallen soldiers, heroes, U.S. servicemen who gave their lives so that we could have freedom. I like to come around and do a special show. I have an idea of what it's going to be, but I don't know what it's going to be. So I'm coming around. Hi guys. I was looking for something red, white, and blue, and the best I could do is the blue. I have a red shirt, but then I wouldn't have the blue. So I have white shirts, but no, I couldn't quite find the right combination. This was just all I could get, and I think it expresses what I have to say. First, before I say anything else, thank you so much to the men and women who have died for this country in which I was born, which my parents were born. We may have come from Europe, Russia, Poland, Lithuania. I'm an Ashkenazi Jew, and I owe my life to this country. I owe my life to God, and I appreciate everyone who has given their lives and others who have just given limbs and have been wounded in action, fighting for the freedom of this country. So thank you so much. And I have devoted my life to finding out what the truth is. I happen to be an American, United States citizen from birth, and I happen to be a Jew because my biological mother was Jewish. She passed away, and her biological mother was Jewish. Many of you knew my grandma and my mother. And I feel very moved. Just heard this president speak. I heard vice president speak. I heard Pete Hegseth speak, I believe, too. I was in and out of rooms. I had to prepare for this show, but and I looked up God Bless the USA. I thought I was going to do that today, and then God made it so it didn't turn up. So I'm going to create something of my own to give back to the United States of America on this day. I've got two things to offer you: truth and whatever talent I have in the performing and forming arts. And I'm going to try to combine the two and give you something personally from me. There's a God, a creator of this universe. He's infinity. He has no body, no shape. He's not incorporeal. He's not what we're used to seeing. Now this God created the first man, Adam, after he had created the heavens and the earth. this man, this first man, Adam, he gave 6 obligations to. God, who is perfect good, has to give. That's the way he is. That's his essence. So he deemed it wise to create some recipient for that good, or else what's the use of having that good if no one can appreciate it? So he gave man, Adam, 6 obligations. Do not worship idols. Do not curse our Creator's name. Do not murder. Do not have 6 forbidden sexual relations. Do not steal or kidnap. And do set up courts of law. Do not fail to set up courts of law to adjudicate the other 5 obligations. As time went on, more generations were created. Until Noah came into being. God gave Noah another obligation. Do not eat the flesh or a limb of an animal while it is still alive. From Noah, generations passed. And then Moses was born. Moses was given 10 commandments for a new people, the Jewish people, the Bnei Israel, the children of Israel, who were once the Ivris, the Hebrews. At Mount Sinai, when God revealed himself to 3 million Jewish men, women, and children, and when he revealed himself, he spoke to them. That means they became prophets. They were Nevi'im. Strong, all received prophecy together and heard God speak. They heard the first 2 commandments of the 10 commandments. They told Moshe, you take the rest. We can't handle it. Our souls are coming out of our bodies. So they knew Moshe was a prophet because they had prophecy. So he went on and took the rest of the Torah. And in 40 days and 40 nights, he received the entire Torah. would be what the Jewish people would follow. Torah means instructions. They would follow it for the rest of their lives, till the end of creation. Creation was only deemed by God to last for 6,000 years. We're now in the year 5,786. We've got to fulfill the purpose of life quickly. We don't have much time. If Mashiach should arrive, if the true anointed king of the Jewish people should arrive soon, probably Gentiles are not going to have a chance to convert. But Moshe received 613 obligations at that event at Mount Sinai. And Gentiles were once again renewed in their fulfillment of the 7 obligations, the 7 laws of Noah. So all Gentiles at this present time have 7 laws to fulfill, the 7 laws of Noah. It was renewed at Mount Sinai with Moshe. Now, if a Gentile wants to convert and take on the 613 obligations of the Jewish people, they may. There may be a few exceptions, but they may. But when Mashiach comes, I heard that it's not going to be possible for them to convert anymore. My Rav might say different. Now, it also says in the Torah, and you should know, God commanded us, do not add to these instructions, do not delete from these instructions. Torah means instructions in Hebrew. You're not allowed to create any other types of instructions. These are the only instructions, only instructions. This is what I'm giving back to you, this truth. I'm going to save all 8 billion people's lives with this truth right here. All Gentiles have the 7 laws of Noah, and you can convert if you want to fulfill the 613 obligations of the Jewish people. We Jewish people have 613 obligations. We cannot convert outward. We can only stay with the 613. Now, that means there are not allowed to be any other instructions which have turned into false religions. You know who you are. You know what's out there. You know they're false. I saw the vice president making some type of symbolism with his hand, and that also inspired this song, because I realized I need to help you guys badly. You need help. And this is it. You're so off the track. You're not in reality. You're insane. You've taken my Torah and you've created false religions from it. Enough. It's God's Torah. He does not want you to have it that way. He wants you to have it the proper way, which is in 2 halves, the written law and the oral law. You cannot deny the oral law because that's how it's written. The written law came with the oral law. It says in the written law, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. In the oral law, that means monetary compensation. It says in the written law, you shall bind them as a sign upon your arm and between your eyes. In the oral law, that's tefillin. It's black boxes with black straps. And the list goes on and on and on. There's thousands of these examples. So you need to follow God's true Torah the way it was given in two halves, written law and oral law. And only the Jewish people know the oral Torah. So you need to listen to us. We're here to help you. We are your teachers. We represent God for you. We are a light unto the nations. We are here to be holy. Help us be holy. Well, sound effects from God. Punctuating. He's punctuating my sentences. Thank God. Okay, so I don't want to say any more about that. That's the truth. Now, there are about 262 nations on earth as part of the 7 continents on earth. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. You should also know that God created the world. God created this earth and all of the other planets, and all the land on earth belongs to God. He could take it from whomever he wants and give it to whomever he wants. He promised it to Abraham Avinu, Abraham my father, and I'm in direct lineage back to Abraham. It was given to Abraham and his descendants forever, and that is to the Jewish people. The land of Israel was given to the Jewish people. Nobody else lives there. Nobody else has any claim to that land at all. There may be in practice Gentiles who live there, but that's what they are, Gentiles who live there. They're just occupying. They are guests. They are our guests. And they are living there, and we take very good care of them. We make sure they're fed. We even make sure they have electricity and homes when they're fighting against us in the name of their false religions. And that's going to stop. No more. You cannot do that anymore. Now, all Gentiles need to join Noahide groups. Find groups to join, either live in person or online. Go to Noahide, Noahide, or B'nai Noah, Bneinohid, Noahide, Noahide. Noahide, Noahide. These groups have Gentiles in them that have given up those false religions and have become B'nai Noah, the children of Noah. They are fulfilling the 7 laws that were given to Noah. All Gentiles need to fulfill these 7 laws. So have these get involved with these groups, because these Gentiles have experience. They have stories to tell. They can help enlighten you and tell you why they believe what they believe. They call these 7 laws rabbinic Judaism, because in one of the false religions that denies the oral law, they create all kinds of fallacies based on my Torah that are not true. So they hold by rabbinic Judaism. They hold by the oral teaching, the oral law that went around, that came with the written law that God gave us. He gave us both, the written and the oral. That's rabbinic Judaism. And this is Rabbinic Judaism. We trust our rabbis. We have nobody else. That's who God gave us, are our rabbis, and they are trustworthy. Over the years, for the most part, they have kept the Torah intact and the teaching of God, and they have kept it intact so that everyone can fulfill God's laws properly as best as we can. And we'll fine-tune it as we go along, but we need to work together as a team, a unified team, to do that. Now, I'm giving this back to you. I'm giving the purpose of life to all of you. I was able to study all this because I lived in this country, and it's a good thing. I was able to sit and learn and still not starve or not have a roof over my head. I always had a roof over my head, and I always had food in my belly, thank God, through this beautiful country in which I live. And I love you guys. I love this country very much. I want to give you something back that's meaningful and equally worth what you've given me. I've lived here for 60 years. I'm 60 years old, and I grew up here. I love this country. I love the Jews here, and I love all the Gentiles here. And I love all the Jews and Gentiles throughout the world. I have nothing against anybody. I want that we should all live immortally. We don't have to die. I've learned that too. I've learned the secret to longevity is just following God's will in all areas, spiritually, socially, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Do it. Don't hesitate. Don't waste time with false religions. You're going to waste your life away. I'm giving you the truth. All right. I'm going to play some tribute now to the United States of America. I appreciate you so much. I wanted to play that, God bless the USA, but I guess Hashem does not want me to play that. He wants me to create my own. thank you so much. I wish you did not have to give your lives. I wish this truth could have come out years and years ago, but for whatever reason it didn't. And I'm sorry. And I'm trying to make amends with it now by giving it to you. So there's always something we can do. I have tricks up my sleeve. You can bring back lives. Fulfill all the obligations that God has given us. Fulfill the 7 laws of Noah. Fulfill the 613 obligations. There are 10 steps to immortality. Fulfill those. God has 3 gifts that he bestows upon man. The ability to have Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, where you intuitively hear God and he guides you intuitively. Or you can have a higher level, which is Nevuah, prophecy, like my 3 million men, Jewish men, women, and children who stood at Mount Sinai, my ancestors, they had Nevuah. And you can have Techias Amesim, which is the ability to revive the dead. We can achieve these things. Remove any limits from your mind, all your preconceived notions. You know nothing about life. We're restarting. We have to start anew. Forget everything you knew about life. Start fresh with these facts. Ask around, fact check me. You'll see that everything I tell you is true. And we can build to that level where maybe we'll all have the ability to revive the dead. And maybe we can fix what went wrong over the past years. I love you and I appreciate everything you've done, and let's try to serve God properly from here on out. Have a good day.